Jailed reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley have scored a victory in their ongoing legal battles. That couple has settled their lawsuit against the former director of special investigations for the Georgia Department of Revenue. The state actually agreeing to pay the family $1 million. The Chrisleys claiming that director pressured their daughter for information that would incriminate them, saying that he went after the family for their celebrity status. Joining us now with more is the Chrisley family attorney himself, Alex Little. Alex, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
You called this settlement an encouraging sign. What's been the Chrisley family reaction to that $1 million win? And also, do you think it's a sign that your clients could come home soon?
Yeah, I think it is very encouraging. I think everybody's pleased with this result. You know, the bigger battle is getting Todd and Julie out of prison, and we think we have a very good argument for doing so. We're litigating that appeal before the 11th Circuit. It's a federal appeals court in Atlanta. I think the fact that we've gotten this far and gotten this settlement is a sign that there is progress and that, you know, there is an opportunity here to get justice for them. We've done it once. We want to do it twice and 3 times.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to underscore that you said is, you said this: it's nearly unprecedented for one arm of government to pay money to defendants when another arm is fighting to keep them in jail. Explain that, because their 2019 lawsuit claims that the director of Georgia's Department of Revenue used his position to pursue these bogus tax evasion claims, but they were convicted partly on tax evasion charges. So how do we square both of those at once?
Yeah, so the lawsuit was against the state of Georgia, which was the first arm that started this investigation against Todd and Julie. The arm that prosecuted them was the federal government, which secured convictions, which we are challenging, specifically the tax evasion charges, on a number of grounds. One of the things that the district court found in that federal case is that Georgia had violated the 4th Amendment. And so the federal court, when we do the appeal, is already starting with the presumption that Georgia has violated the 4th Amendment. And so, you know, that's a key part of our appeal in the federal criminal case, but it's absolutely unprecedented. I've never seen a case like this where, you know, somebody's in jail, they're fighting to get out, and over the same events, another part of the government saying, actually, here's $1 million.
Yeah. It all is really interesting. There's a lot of different layers to this story, their case, their trials here. And as you know, NewsNation, we've stayed on top of the story. We've spoken to Savannah. We have spoken to you, obviously. Also in an exclusive interview with Chris Cuomo last month, Todd Chrisley spoke about his experience behind bars, calling the living conditions disgusting, claiming he was targeted by prison staff. What's the latest update there? Have those conditions improved at all?
You know, the concerns that Todd raised in that interview and has raised since then still persist. I mean, the Bureau of Prisons is a place that has a lot of problems. He's raised those problems. You know, Todd is a very personable person, and folks talk to him, and he has, but just by being there, been able to get access to information from folks who are whistleblowers, who know about misconduct, who know about poor conditions. So we're hopeful that the top levels, and it's going to take the top levels, people like the director and the deputy director, to change things at a place like Pensacola where Todd is, but really across the system. I mean, we're a great country, but we don't treat our prisoners well, and Todd is certainly experiencing that.
Yeah, I know he shared with our Brian Enton that there were rats in prison, that he's been targeted. Just really unbelievable. Quick question for you. What comes next? What's the very next step for you guys?
So we will argue the appeal on the criminal case the 2nd week of April in Atlanta before the appeals court. They're going to make a decision sometime in the months after that, and that will sort of set the stage for whether the Chrisleys get out anytime soon.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.